Field. Mr. Geyer and my father worked together for years, and a lot of the wins that he had here at Hartley High School were due in a large part to Mr. Geyer and the work they do with my father. My father would be very proud of this field. If he still coached today, he'd look around at this field, and the thing that would make him the happiest is he wouldn't have to mow it or water it or put lines on it before every game. This is very different than the facilities that he worked with when he started coaching in the 1930s at Sacred Heart, where he had to sweep glass off the field before they could play, or at St. Charles, where they had a road running through the outfield. Throughout his lifetime, my dad received a lot of recognition. Mayor Coleman and the City Council inducted him into the Hall of Fame for the city of Columbus, and his picture hangs in City Hall right next to the likes of Jack Nicklaus, Eddie Rickenbacker, and Woody Hayes. The Shamrock Club once named this proud Mick Irishman of the Year. One of his proudest moments was when the Diocese of Columbus named him Catholic Man of the Year. It was very important to this devout Catholic who never missed Mass and daily said the Rosary. If you get a chance to look at the entry to the stadium, you'll see that he was honored for his record as a coach. My father coached in thousands and thousands of athletic contests and won over 75% of them. It's an admirable record. The result of these achievements earned him induction into the National High School Coaches Hall of Fame, as well as the Hall of Fame for high school coaches in Ohio in not only basketball, baseball, but also football. Larry Larson of the Suburban News called him the coach of the century. Bobby Knight one time said that Dad was an inspiration to everybody that knew him. Woody Hayes came to his last game as a coach, and he sat right over here in the stands and held my mother's hand for my dad's last football game. If you really knew my father, you know that the honors were important, but more important to Dad were the students and the athletes that he taught. He never won a state championship, but along the way, he earned the love and respect of not only his friends and family, but colleagues, and more importantly, his students. If you had my dad or you knew him, he had a nickname for everybody. And he made everybody that he encountered feel significant. Growing up without either of his parents in the picture, by the time he was only 5, Dad knew what it was like to be the other kid, to be the outsider, to be the kid stuck on the end of the bench. Therefore, he spent his life trying to make all kids, not just the starters, feel that they were important, that they were part of something, that they belonged, especially the kids sitting on the end of the bench. This care and concern for others, more than his record as a coach, was the true measure of my father's greatness. It was the real reason for the honors he received in his lifetime, including this one. In closing, in behalf of my father Jack, my mother Elaine, my sisters Patty and Katie, my brothers Jackie and Joe, all of Dad's grandchildren and great-grandchildren, and all of the students over the years that he affectionately referred to as his pal, we would like to thank Mike Winters and the Bishop Hartley community for this great honor. Go Hawks.